culture?
Hello, I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com. You have bought the What Culture board game, or you've stolen it, and it's my job to teach you how to play it because I made the mistake of telling my bosses that I like board games. You can pick 4 categories and assign 1 to each holder like we've done here, or you can mix and match to your heart's content. I don't care. Then divide yourselves into teams. The more teams you have, the better. For example, 3 teams of 2 is better than 2 teams of 3. The What Culture board game comes with the board, 4 coloured pieces, a normal die, a What Culture die, a timer, What cards, culture cards, and question cards divided into the following categories: film and TV, science and tech, history and the arts, offbeat, sport, and music. Everyone pick a colour and place your pieces on the starting square. The aim of the game is to travel all the way around the board to the black culture square and win a culture round. More on that later. Let's explain what each of these squares do. If you start your turn on a plain coloured square, you answer the question in the corresponding holder. In this case, it's a blue square, so you answer the blue holder questions, which are science and technology. Someone on the team to your right takes this card. You see you've got numbers on the back here from 1 to 6. Then your team, you roll the dice, in this case a 5, and then you answer the question next to that number. 1s are the easiest ones, 6 are the hard ones. If you get the question right, you move the number of spaces you originally rolled. So in this case, if we got it right, we would move 5 spaces forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then once you've moved, your turn is over. If you get the question wrong, you don't move and your turn is over as well. If you start your turn on the What square, a member of your team takes the top card from the What pile and then turns over the timer. You have only 30 seconds to either describe as many things on this card without using rhymes, spelling it out, or words in the answer, or humming these recognizable tunes. However many of these you get right, that's how many spaces you move forward, up to 6. If you start your turn on a culture square, you begin a culture round which everyone plays. You take the top of the culture cards, someone on your team, and then they read aloud the title, in this case the 10 highest Premier League goal scorers. Then, going clockwise and starting with your team, every team tries to guess one of these answers one by one. If they get one wrong, they are out, and then when there's only one team remaining, they get to move the number of squares forward corresponding to the number of answers that everyone managed to get together. If all 10 answers are guessed and more than one team is left in play, those 10 spaces are divided between the teams, rounding up if necessary. For example, if 2 remaining teams, they get 5 moves forward each, or 3 teams, 4. Finally, if you start on a neutral square, the one with the question mark, as everyone does in the beginning, then you roll the What Culture dice and answer the question corresponding to that. So it's an orange, so we answer a history and the arts question. You don't move to the side that the die lands on, you just answer the question based on it and then move from there. And remember, every time you answer a question from one of the little coloured pouches, you always roll the dice. That'll tell you how many spaces you're moving if you get it right, and also which question you'll be answering. In this case, 1. After each card, play progresses clockwise, each team moving forward around the board until they get to the black culture square. At that point, the team on this square has a chance of winning the game. Thumbs up. In order to win, they must be the last remaining team after a culture round. If they get it wrong, then they don't win and they'll have to try again next time. However, the team or teams that do win don't get any extra moves this go. Once you've made it to the black culture square and you've answered this correctly, you've won. Congratulations. I hate you.
What culture?